Hey Pisces, I hope everyone is doing okay. I am here to do your January 2020 reading. I'm an intuitive empath, so I do not read tarot traditionally. I use one tarot deck, and it's kind of like a hybrid between a tarot and an oracle deck. It is the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, and then that's it. I use two oracle decks. Beyond that, I use Keepers of the Light, that's the one that we always start with, and the Sacred Rebels Oracle. So, yeah, let's get started. If you have been drawn to this video, don't expect a traditional tarot reading. I don't read like that. Nice, Pisces. Yeah, I don't read like that. I'm not a traditional tarot reader, so just bear that in mind. But if you were drawn here, then it's probably for a reason. You might not even be a Pisces. You might have just been drawn to the video by the title or whatever, but you still might be here for a reason. You might be dealing with a Pisces, you never know. So try to keep an open mind. Remember to check your sun, moon, and rising signs as well. We are not just our sun signs. And yeah, if you are new, welcome to our space. And if you're returning, you know I love you. Okay, so first and foremost, Pisces, you have the Shekinah, which is actually the twin flame of the Holy Spirit. She's the female counterpart of the Holy Spirit, okay? Like in the Bible, sometimes the Holy Spirit comes down really hard, and like fire and brimstone. The Shekinah is like the more gentle side of the Holy Spirit, the more feminine side, okay? So she represents the sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, and dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Okay. Ooh. And then soul flame, rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship, harmony, and healing. She's a twin flame too, actually. Radha. Rediscover a lost part of yourself, experience relationship, harmony, and healing. You might have met your twin flame or a soulmate, because these two women right here, Pisces, are both twin flames, famous spiritual twin flames, and their twin flames are in this deck. But you might have met somebody who's like the one, and you know it, but you weren't ready for each other when this happened. Okay. Let's see. Increased awareness, deep connection, and trust your inner voice. Okay. You're really focusing on yourself right now, Pisces. Like I said, for a small few of you, you've just broken away from a soul connection. And for those of you who that's for, you should know that if you're meant to be together, you will end up together. If you're meant to be together in this lifetime, you'll end up together. But right now, you need to stop future tripping and go within and figure out who you are. Just keep following that inner voice, keep following your guidance, and keep focusing on yourself. You're rediscovering a lost part of yourself right now, okay? So let's see. Negative emotions. You've had a lot of negative emotions lately because you've been really hung up on whatever just ended. And you're kind of not wanting to open up to anybody about it. I can tell because the deck is not really wanting to speak right now. Oh. You might have just pulled yourself away from an energy that was really like aggressive and controlling. Maybe not because they meant to be, but because if you're in a twin flame or soulmate situation, any soul connection situation, sometimes you will like mirror each other. And I've experienced this lately myself. And sometimes, like, in order to hold on to each other because you're unhealed from your trauma, you go back to past how you were able to hold on to other things in the past. But sometimes those ways of thinking and of doing a relationship really aren't good for you. So you might have just been with somebody who was trying to control you, not because they're a narcissist or anything, but because they like felt this really deep connection with you, and they got so scared that they didn't want to lose you, so they started just becoming really controlling, trying to keep you. And it's not like I'm not really getting any toxic energy off this person per se. It's kind of like falling into a bad habit because when you came along, they just lost their head, you know? It's not that it's okay to do that, but this person was not, they just lost their head. They just weren't thinking. So you were starting to see that. You were starting to see that both of your emotions were all over the place and that it wasn't healthy for either one of you. You were starting to see that this person was trying to control you, and maybe you were trying to control them too. Maybe you were both trying to control the outcome of something when you should just give it to your higher power and trust that God or the universe or whatever is going to take care of it. But both of you wanted to control the situation, not because you were trying to be this way so much as neither one of you has really healed enough to learn how to hold on to something in a healthy way, because you both have only seen toxicity growing up. But you want to be a team, okay? To a fire. And like you could be a power couple. You all are very you're on fire together, okay? Something about the two of you being in the same room, like you're magnetic and everyone sees it, not just you two. But it all goes back to that mirror effect, and this is what happens with twin flames too, is that you mirror each other. So if you have not faced your darkness, then you're going to destroy each other. Like, you have to both be willing to completely change everything you know about relationships. And I'm really getting the sense that neither one of you has ever really gone inside and been like, why do I treat relationships like this? Like, you have a knowing, you know it has to do with your inner child and stuff, right? But neither one of you has really, really, really gone through the nitty gritty of it. You think you have, but you haven't. And I think that facing each other has made you both realize that you have a lot of stuff to work on, and that you need to release the outcome. Am I a Pisces this month? This also sounds similar, just some things that I've been going through. Let's see. That one wants to come out. Okay, so you all met in divine timing. This was supposed to happen, but I feel like the things that you all have been wanting to happen, or you've been trying to force to happen too soon, they're not supposed to happen right now, because you both still have some work to do, and 2020 is the year to do it, because you both are destined for a lot of abundance. But you have to shake off this residual shit. You've both been really hurt and abused, not just like by a couple of relationships, like your whole entire lives. And that's part of why, like, you mirror each other, you see this in one another. but like also seeing what you love about each other is also bringing up a lot of past things and a lot of trauma that needs to be healed, okay? So you're coming into alignment. You made the right decision by walking away or maybe setting a boundary or doing whatever you did. Maybe you guys were still in communication, maybe you're not, but whatever you had to do to take a step back and take a deep breath was the right decision to make, because you need to go within and come into alignment and figure yourself out. Meeting this person was part of the lesson. Meeting this person is making you see some things that you need to work on. But yeah, now it's like really time to focus on yourself and to focus on becoming who you are and knowing who you are. And so that's what you're doing right now, I'm sensing. Or if you haven't already put up some boundaries with this person, then I don't know. What am I trying to say? Like, if you haven't already put some boundaries up with this person, you're about to, or just whatever, because you realize and recognize that you both need to work on yourselves. And I just keep hearing trauma bonding. Like, you guys bonded over the fact that you've both been through trauma, but it's also going to be your demise if you don't both work on it, you know? So being connected by your trauma is something that can lead you to destruction. And yeah, it's been getting in the way of what you're supposed to be doing right now. This person, you were supposed to meet them and you have some sort of future together. If this person is your twin flame, then you're meant to bring healing to the world together. But because you weren't really ready right now to do what you're going to do later together, you know, your thoughts have been all wild and manic and all over the place, and you've been ignoring your intuition. And so turning the mirror onto yourself is what you need to do right now. You know, that's what both of you need to do. But I'm sensing that, like, you are trying to do that right now. I don't know if the other person is really trying to do that yet. They will, though. Something about how they feel about you or seeing what you're about to go do for your healing, I'm sensing that it's going to make them want to do the same thing. But you do not have control over when they decide to do that, and you can't try to control it either. You need to recognize that they have free will, just like you do, and that just because your journeys overlap, it doesn't mean you have the same journey, okay? This person might not be there yet. This person might have been through a lot of trauma this year. This person might have been through a lot. So you really have to, you really just have to focus on yourself. You be you, let them be them. Your connection is undeniable. You're probably going to love this person for the rest of your life, unfortunately. No, I'm just kidding. It's not unfortunate, but it can sometimes make things hard and painful, you know. But you just have to take care of yourself right now, okay? And the more you do that, the better you will be for yourself, for your children, for the world, and for this person. Okay? You're teaching each other a lot right now, whether you see it or not. You might have become toxic with one another for a little bit, but don't let that hinder you from seeing how you actually are triggering growth within one another. Okay? And that's good. But part of being a power couple and coming together is becoming whole on your own first. Okay? So that it isn't about you needing each other, it's about you wanting each other. So coming up, this is not going to be an easy road. You are going to be heartbroken. You're going to be up. You're going to be down. You're going to be just all over the place. If the Queen of Water came out in reverse, you're going to be having a hard time keeping your emotions in check. And it might be because of what we talked about in the beginning with the control. Neither one of you wants to let each other go. So when you actually go to do this, it is not going to be an easy situation. You're going to experience a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, okay? And you're going to feel off balance. Because something about this person, when you're with them, you start to feel balanced, but it doesn't last very long because what you're recognizing is that love and that connection that you all have with each other, but you both still have to heal your masculine and feminine so that this card will come up, you know? So, sorry, I just got overwhelmed with this energy. Well, the energy you're going to be feeling. You're going to be feeling really overwhelmed. You're probably going to have dreams about this person. You're going to be thinking about them a lot, even when you don't want to, okay? They've had an effect on your soul. This is a real soul connection. And like I said, for a few of you, it's a twin flame, and that sort of connection hurts like a bitch. But it's for a purpose, because you're supposed to do something to help heal the world together. But you have to heal yourselves before you can heal the world. Many of us empaths and healers and intuitives, we have a hell of a past. So in order to come together and use it for good, we first have to heal that within ourselves. And nobody can heal you but you. You can't fix them. They can't fix you. You have to do that by yourself. And then once you can do that, you all can come together, and that's when you go fix the world together. But you have to do it within yourself first. How can you conquer anything if you can't conquer yourself? Okay? So coming up, you're going to be really overwhelmed. You're going to be thinking about this person, dreaming about them, crying. You'll probably, if y'all live in the same city, you're going to be running into each other all the time. That's not by accident. You're connected, okay? Don't let it get you, well, I was about to say get you out of character. Well, some of you it might, so just watch it, okay? Don't be engaging in fights with each other. Don't do that. Because you're both channeling it as anger, but it's actually coming from love and being confused about your connection. Okay? Your emotions are going to be all over the place. I just heard the Beatles. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And that's so hard to do, but let each other be so that you can, or at least just for now, so that you can heal and then come back together as that power couple. Because right now, neither one of you is fit for it. And it doesn't just go one way. It's not just them that needs to heal. It's not just you that needs to heal. You both need to heal. But I'm sensing right now you realize that. That's why you're trying to tear yourself away. The other person is still in La La Land. So, you know, if this is a twin flame, you know they say there's always a runner. So this is kind of like a separation period. Someone is still running away from what this connection is, but it doesn't seem like it because it seems like they're trying to keep you close, but that's actually running. Instead of just letting you be and letting both of you be and flow and going with the flow, they're still trying to control it. So that's actually them running from this connection because this is a holy connection. It's blessed. But until you can both learn to love and trust one another, and let the other be free, you're never going to be able to teach other people how to do that. Okay? One of you might end up having some health problems coming up. So watch yourself, okay? Take care of yourself. And if this person ends up having health problems, it's going to have an effect on you. Because you're going to care, like, a lot. You can be there for them and still work on yourself. But if you're with somebody who has, like, well, I'm sensing you're not going to be together. That's what I'm saying. Like, your feelings are going to be all over the place. You're both going to be healing each other, and then bam, right? Or healing yourself to eventually meet up later for each other. But, like, in the midst of this, bam, someone's going to get sick. Okay? Or someone's already had underlying health problems and they're going to act up. And that's going to bring you to a whole nother place of wanting to heal them and fix them and blah, 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 blah. But you can't do that because you need to be working on your healing process. Okay? So, and it might not even be a physical thing. It might be about your mental health. But coming up, like, there's a lot in reverse here, Pisces, so you need to strap up and be ready because this connection is going to change you, and it's not an easy thing. You're going to be all in your emotions. You're going to be healing masculine and feminine in yourself. They're going to be healing masculine and feminine in themselves. And something is going to come up in one of your all's health. It may be physical, it may be mental, but it's going to cause you to want to reach out and to help them. And of course, do that. Let them know that you love them. Like I said, if you're in the same area, you might end up going to meet this person in a facility or in a hospital to visit them, but recognize that you cannot get roped back in right now because you both still have healing to do. Don't let it sometimes when we should have taken a longer time away from people, we get roped back in sooner than we should because of something that happens and feeling like we got to fix them or we got to heal them or whatever. So be there for them. Hold space for them when this happens. They might have a mental breakdown. It really might not even be physical. But it's also going to help trigger their healing process. Everything happens for a reason. Okay? Be there, but don't get lost in it, especially knowing you have a connection with this person. Do not get lost in it, or you'll both drown. Okay? That it's going to be the time where you are going to have to really rely on the healing properties that you've learned about and put them into play, because it's going to take everything for you not to want to go heal this person, but you have to do it. Or, sorry, you have to do it for yourself before you guys can do it together. Okay? I don't know what's going to happen. This person might be having a mental breakdown. They might already be in a mental breakdown, but a lot of us have met a really deep soul connection for a reason, because we're supposed to help heal something about society and families and like even race relations. Like there's a lot happening here. So don't get lost in the immediate pull and draw that you have to each other. This came out too, inner trust. And if you break 2 down, it's 2 ones. It's the 11. That's a twin flame number. So I do think this is a twin flame reading. If not, it's a very serious soul connection. But don't get roped back into each other before you're ready, because there's a bigger picture here. You all are meant to do so much more for one another and for the world and with one another. But you can't if you're not both whole. And your intuition is telling you to step away for a reason. So trust yourself, okay, Pisces? And keep focusing on yourself. No, it's not going to be easy. So keep seeking your healing and reach out for help when you need it, okay? Because nothing about this journey is going to be easy. So you really need to stay on your grind and keep sending the other person love and healing and be there when you can, but when you can't, take a step back. Remember that you all are naturally going to want to be together. You're going to feel drawn together. It's even going to feel like a freaking addiction sometimes. So you have to bear that in mind and try to remember you met this person because there's a bigger picture. Okay? And if you're meant to come back together in this lifetime, it'll happen. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. Oh man, Pisces. I know you're on an emotional roller coaster right now. Keep focusing on yourself. Keep finding out who you are, because it's all a part of the plan. God's plan, the universe's plan, whatever you like to say. It's all the same to me. But this is all part of the plan. But there's a bigger picture than what you can see in front of you with all your trauma and the way you're feeling about this person. So remember to set your boundaries. Okay? Love you guys. And I hope that you have a wonderful January 2020. And yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you guys later.